Alright, Shalom, Yasharala, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and citations be to the hopeful that scattered abroad, and all to the sincere Akim that's pushing this truth and sincerity. Alright, and it's gonna be a quick lesson. Lord willing and edifying. It's gonna be a quick lesson on like the end time prophecies in World War III. Alright. First, we're going to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24. It's cold as hell, bro. Scripture tells you that. You know what I'm saying? Do the work. And season out, season out. So like, my hands are frozen and shit. Damn. Alright. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and we're going to start at... Alright, we're going to start at verse 20, verse 3. Now, as he sat on the Mount of Olives, and this is the New King James Version, the same as last one, so Salakia for that. Alright, verse 3. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. Now, as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, "Tell us when will these things be? And what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age?" And Yahweh answered and said to them, "Take heed that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the anointed one, and will deceive many," right? Like these false camps and shit, like IUIC, or these false doctrines and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like these bugged out ass camps like IUIC, ISUPK, One Body, and shit like that. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. We've been hearing that today. Like Russia, Iran, and all that. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in various places. So, nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. All these different small countries and all these big countries and shit, such as like, Russia, America, and things like that, they're going to rise up against each other. Predominantly, everybody's going to rise up against America. And there will be famines, which is lack of food. That's why we're like a trade war with China and shit. But sooner or later, it's going to be to the point where there's no food getting, I guess it's exported imported, whatever it is. Pestilence is like, was it the Black Death or something like that? But most importantly, Esau is going to be dropping all types of like diseases and shit out here. And earthquakes in various places, right? Like in California and shit. Like there was like multiple earthquakes and shit. There's been earthquakes in like various other places as well, outside of America. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then they would deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you would be hated by all nations for my name's sake, right? And that's why everybody's coming up against the Hebrew Israelites, predominantly GMS, the elders and the apostles of GMS and all the other brothers that congregate or follow GMS. Everybody's starting to persecute us and shit. Like one of the brothers, he posted a video that Esau, like they hired this Jake that kind of looked like a Hebrew Israelite. Well, he was a Hebrew Israelite, but he was like kind of like say you can just say disguised as one, something like that. But he was running up, I guess, on these the fake Jews after they were coming from the synagogue or whatever with a knife, and he was telling them they're the fake Jews and to go back to Israel. Well, for one, it's set up because a true sincere brother that's really in this truth, he's not going to tell them to go back to Israel when he know they're not from there. Right? So that shit doesn't make any sense. Slacky. Alright, verse 10. And then many will be offended, will betray another, and will hate one another. Then many false prophets will rise up and deceive many. Right? Like was it Nate nigga from IUIC, these other camps as well, shit. Niggas teaching that the mark of the beast isn't the RFID microchip, teaching that it's sin and shit. Like, they leading the sheep astray, right? If the blind lead the blind, shit, they eventually fall into a ditch. Ultimately, it's that destruction. Alright, verse 12. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. Right, because when Jacob Trouble come or hits, there's not gonna be any damn laws out here. You're gonna see niggas kicking in doors and shit, run up in your house with a strap trying to take all your food and shit. Hey, niggas are not gonna be living by the law. I'm talking about the American laws or whatever they have. Verse 13, but he who endures to the end shall be saved. Right. So just like these Christians, they say they're not even the truth, but they say that they're saved already. When the scripture just told you, bro, like when you endure, he who endures through the end, that's the same that shall be saved, right? We're not saved yet. We're still in captivity and shit. Just like it. Give me a sec. Let me see. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 9, chapter 9 and verse 1. All these damn Edomites looking ugly ass crap. Alright, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right. So we're supposed to be measuring the time diligently. You're supposed to keep up with the news and shit. If you're a watchman, if you're a prophet, you're supposed to watch out, warn the people, get into the news and shit, right? And lining up with the scriptures, whatever happening, in the world, lining up with the scriptures and shit. And the Most High is going to be visiting the world, which he is, through all the destruction and shit that he's sending here. And this ain't nothing. These tornadoes and uproars and shit, that ain't nothing. Wait till this shit hit in America. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right. And like I just told you, or like I just read in Matthew chapter 24, you can read in Luke 21 and 9 to like 12 as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the earthquakes and shit. We've had various earthquakes, in the U.S., predominantly in Cali. And there's been earthquakes in other countries as well. If I'm not mistaken, like Indonesia or something like that. There's been a lot of them. And upwards of the people. There's upwards in Hong Kong, shit. Germany, Haiti, bro, there's upwards, everywhere, bro. Just look it up. Right. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right. So when you see these things, you're supposed to, just know that the Most High told you about these. It's clear in the prophecies. What? 2nd Ezra chapter 9, Luke 21 and 9, Matthew the 24th chapter. The Most High speak of these things. Alright, so give me a sec. Let's go to Luke chapter 21 and verse 36. Damn. My hands are frozen, bro. Shit. Alright, this is Luke chapter 21 and verse 36. Watch, therefore, and pray always that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that will come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Right. So all this shit that is happening, you're supposed to be watching out and seeing if these prophecies are coming to pass, which they are. But you're supposed to be watching that and shit, right? Measuring the time diligently. Right, and do the work of the Most High, bro. Give this shit your art. Just like these Jakes in the world, they give this shit they are when they out there playing football out there, lifting weights or whatever, and 6 o'clock workouts. I done been through it all, right? And I was giving it my all, right? I'm supposed to give this truth my all, you know what I'm saying? Like I was doing in football. Whatever you do, I'll say treat this as like a competition, not necessarily, but keep that mindset right so it keep you striving more and more. I ain't really got these precepts memorized, so I wrote them down on a piece of paper. Lord willing, I do get them memorized though. Let's go to Revelation chapter 9 and verse 12. Revelation chapter 9 and verse 12. Alright. One woe is past. Behold, still 2 more woes are coming after these things. Talking about World War 3, World War 2. World War 1, World War 2, and World War 3. Verse 13. Then the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before Yahweh, saying to the 6th angel, who had the trumpet, release the 4 angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. Verse 15, so the 4 angels who have been prepared for the hour and day of and month of and year were released to kill a third of mankind, right? Talking about them 2/3. Verse 16, now the number of the army of the horsemen was 200 million, which is, like I said, this is the New King James Version, so it's different, but I think on the regular, I think it's like 200,000 or something like that. That's a lot of damn missiles, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's hitting America. This shit is not gonna be here. All these buildings you see, I'll show you. All these buildings that you see and shit. This whack ass courthouse. None of it's gonna be here. It's all gonna get destroyed. Yep, fervent heat. Alright. None of this shit's gonna be here because in 200,000 missiles are gonna hit this place. Slocky, give me a sec. Yeah, the Most High ain't playing with this place. It's too damn wicked. The bloodshed of the Israelites, over 150 plus million Israelites were slaughtered here. You know what I'm saying? It's only right that this place do get destroyed. It's wicked as hell too. Homosexuality and shit. I can't stand seeing faggots and shit, bro. Like, it's just, God, bro. I ain't trying to be dramatic, but, hey, I'm tired of that shit. Stressing out. I don't really stress over anything anymore, because, I ain't of this world, but I don't really care. I know this shit is only temporary, but, I'm tired of this place, bro. I ain't really even getting vexed of it anymore, or vexed by it, but it's just I'm used to it and shit. Alright, this is Revelation chapter 3. Give me a sec. We're just going to start at Revelation chapter 3 and verse 8. I know your works. See, I have set before you an open door, and no one can shut it. For you have a little strength, have kept my word, and have not denied my name. Verse 9. Indeed, I will make those of the synagogue of Satan who say they are Jews and are not, but lie indeed. I will make them come and worship before your feet, and to know that I have loved you. All right. So the Most High just said he was going to make those, hold on. those so-called Jews that you see down there, they're not the real Jews. And Scripture just said that they're the synagogue of Satan. They stole our nationality and shit in our land as well. By indeed, I will make them come and worship before your feet and to know that I have loved you, because you have kept my word. Because you have kept my commandments and persevere, I also will keep you from the hour of trial, which shall come upon the whole world to test those who dwell on the earth. I'm going to read verse 10 over again. Because you have kept my command to persevere, I also will keep you from the hour of trial, which shall come upon the whole world to test those who dwell on earth. So right, if you're doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, doing all that you can, brother, Most High got you during them, you know what I'm saying, during the hour of temptation, which is that RFID microchip, Jacob's trouble predominantly. But yeah, because a lot of Jakes that are in this truth, they gonna get sifted out. A lot of them gonna turn bitch made when that day come. You know what I'm saying? That day ain't gonna be nothing to play with. Right? They're gonna be, because the Most High is gonna put us to that test. Some of us are gonna be, go a couple of days without eating, maybe a few weeks, who knows? But shit. Yeah, and I know there's brothers they don't do enough fasting. I need to get on my fasting as well. But fasting, it prepares you spiritually, mentally, and physically as well. Your body's gonna start getting used to not eating as much, or it's gonna get used to or immune to going without food. You can prepare your mind mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like I'm fasting, I'm hungry as hell, but this is how Jacob's trouble gonna be, so I just gotta tough this shit out, you know what I'm saying? Just depend on the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Because the Scripture tells you that man shall not live by bread alone, but by the word of Yahweh, right? So I mean, even though we do need food, just depend on this word, you know what I'm saying? The Most High got you, right? The Most High gonna look out for you. Just like, I forgot who it was. Oh shit. I think it was one of the apostles or something. The Most High had where it's like, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was birds bringing him bread. All right, let me see. It's lucky if I'm going at a fast pace or slow pace, whatever it is. Lord willing, is just edifying. Let's go to Revelations chapter 12 and 12. This Jake had walked by, he was looking at me weird and shit. Like what is this nigga doing? I'm knowing, you know what I'm saying? Doing something right. It ain't for everybody. Alright, this is Revelations chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time, right? So these fucking crackers, they're gonna come down with great wrath because they know that their kingdom is falling, right? That's why they're setting up like false prophets. They're setting up they're staging shit, like the Jake that claimed he was a Hebrew Israelite or whatever. We know that shit was staged. He was run up on the fake Jews with the knife or whatever, right? But not even that, bro. During Jacob's trouble, hey, Esau gonna come down with some wrath, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna give up without a fight, you know what I'm saying? He gonna kill as many Jakes as he can, you know what I'm saying? He want that birthright back, but shit, I mean, he ain't gonna get it. But hey, the Scripture tells you to fear, don't fear those that can kill the flesh, you know what I'm saying? But fear him that can kill the flesh and the soul, right? So Esau, they can only kill, you know what I'm saying, our physical bodies and shit. They can't kill our soul, but the Most High, is better for you to fear him than to, it's better for you to fear him because he can kill, you know what I'm saying, your body, your physical body and your soul as well. He can destroy them both. It's like if I'm at a, let's see. Damn, I can't even lie to it. I'm mixing the subjects up, but it's cool though. It is what it is. Lord willing, just said it fine. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. This is Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague with which the Lord will strike all the people who fought against Jerusalem. So all these nations had a hand in taking us down and fighting against us, right? So the Most High is going to strike them. He's going to destroy all of them, right? He's talking about the nuclear missiles right here. Their flesh shall dissolve while they stand on their feet. It's like their eyes shall dissolve in their sockets, and their tongue shall dissolve in their mouths. It shall come to pass in that day that a great panic from the Lord will be among them. Right. That's how hot them damn nuclear missiles gonna be. They're gonna be dissolving niggas' tongues and shit before you even hit the earth. As it's entering into the atmosphere, I guess, it's gonna be dissolving folks' tongues and shit in their eyes out their sockets, bro. That's how hot that shit gonna be. Them nukes ain't nothing to play with. 2 Peter 3 and 10. Let's go to 2 Peter 3 and 10. 17:26. Oh shit, second. Alright, this is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Meaning, we're not going to, you don't know, put it like this, you don't know when a thief is going to kick in your door. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when a thief is going to come and try to rob you and shit, right? That's how the same, that's basically the same manner as your Howard shot's coming. We're not going to know when he's coming. He's going to come when we least expect it. He ain't coming through the front though, so he's coming through the back. We ain't going to know when he's coming. In which the heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up. Right. He's talking about the nuclear missiles. You know what I'm saying? When the Messiah comes, the motherfucking, he's gonna come with the chariots as well. Not only the missiles are gonna be destroying shit, but the chariots as well. But when he comes, you know what I'm saying, the missiles, they gonna pop off. The scripture tells you that the heavens will pass away with a great noise. That's how loud the missiles gonna be. They're gonna be loud as hell and hot too, right? I said that they will melt the elements with fervent heat, right? They're gonna melt everything. They even gonna melt the oxygen. That's how hot it's gonna be. The missiles ain't nothing to play with. Alright, Lee. Let me get another scripture though. Let me see. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 1, getting into Jacob's trouble. I know I touched on it a little bit, but I kind of messed up. My head's cold as a motherfucker. Alright, this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah all from the Lord, saying, Thus speaks the Lord, Yahweh, power of Israel, saying, Write in a book for yourself all the words that I have spoken to you. For behold, the days are coming, says the Lord, that I will bring back from captivity my people Israel and Judah. I said the Lord is going to take us out of our captivity and put us back in our homeland. Says the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it, right? Talking about our homeland, we're going to go back to our homeland and get out of this wicked-ass captivity. Verse 4, Now these are the words that the Lord spoke concerning Israel and Judah. For thus says the Lord, We have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, not of peace. Ask now, and see whether a man is ever in labor with child. So why do I see every man with his hands on his loins like a woman in labor, and all faces turn pale? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it, and it is the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right. So that day, Jacob's trouble, you're going to see grown-ass men Big ass men acting like straight bitches. Acting straight bitch made, bro. Big ass mighty men. There's another scripture on there. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna see big 6'5" niggas. It's like 250 acting like straight bitches, bro. Screaming and shit like a woman in labor, like the scripture just told you, bro. So if the men are gonna be scared like that, imagine how the women gonna be scared. Listen, come on now. Right, but he shall be saved out of it, right? So the men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, really pursuing to the elect. The elect are gonna be good during that day, even though the scripture does tell you that some of us are gonna be put to death, just like how the apostles were, just like how the disciples were back then. Some of them got beheaded, some of them got stoned to death, like Peter, if I'm not mistaken, he got stoned to death, but the Most High brought him back to life. Well, that's neither here or there, but we're gonna be persecuted, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most of the elect, if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna be saved, but hey, there's gonna be a few of us that they're gonna have to die for this word. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, bro, because if we die for this word, we're gonna be guaranteed the crown of life. It's really an honor to die for the Most High. You know, Yahweh Hashem Shah. It's really an honor to die for Yahweh Hashem Shah, right? It's a good thing. It's better dying for Yahweh Hashem Shah than dying for being a wicked ass nigga or dying for the wicked. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some of us are gonna be put to death. We don't know who, but hey, some of us are gonna be put to death, bro. But there are gonna be many that are saved as well. Let me see. We're going to get into the mark of the beast. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13 and start at verse 15. I know if this lesson is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, everywhere, you know, I apologize. I would have came out earlier as well. I fucked around and fell asleep though. I'll probably come out tomorrow as well though. Alright, this is Revelation chapter 13, and it started verse 15. He was granted power to give birth to the image of the beast, and the image of the beast shall both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast to be killed. He caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their hands, or their right hand, and on their foreheads, that they nowhere may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. His number is 666. I know in the regular KJV it's 666_6 or something like that. But the point is that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, right? You can't buy or sell with fucking sin like IUIC teaches, right? Scripture, although the scripture does tell you that he was going to raise up false prophets and shit that are going to deceive many, but you can't buy or sell with fucking sin. You know what I'm saying? You can't put sin in your fucking right hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't put sin in your forehead, even though IUIC, I think they say when it's in your forehead, it's in your inward parts or some shit like that. But if that was the case, if sin was the mark of the beast, we would all have it. You know what I'm saying? And none of us will make it. That's what I'm not getting. If the mark of the beast was sin, and we would all have it. So we would all be fucked if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? And they tried. I remember I went to one of their camps when they was out there teaching, and one of them was in there talking about it was a potato chip and trying to be funny and shit, being dumb and carnal as hell. But hey, in that day they gonna know, bro. They gonna know that the true man was among them, which is a great millstone. You know what I'm saying? I think Sakari teaches, that the mark of the beast is, RFID microchip, but I mean, that's neither here or there, but hey, great millstone is where it's at, bro. 144% truth. But, really, the RFID microchip is the hour of temptation, if I'm not mistaken. That's when we're going to be trying this shit, maybe hungry as hell. Our family may be threatened in front of our lives. They may say, well, in order for your family to live, you got to take this chip. Or, if you want to eat, take this chip. Hey, but the men of the Lord aren't gonna take it though. These 2/3 ass niggas are. A lot of them are gonna be killed off anyway. And they're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? They gonna laugh at you for taking the chip. You still gonna die and shit. They just gonna see what you gonna do. Shit. Alright, let's go to Revelation chapter 9 and verse 6. Yeah, man, that chip is already here. It's just not fully implemented. Alright. It's here though, believe that. There's already some companies and shit that are establishing that chip. Slacky arguing. Alright, this is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 6. But in those days, men will seek death and will not find it. They will desire to die, and death will flee from them, right? So during Jacob's trouble, you know what I'm saying? Niggas are gonna be desiring to die. They're gonna be wishing that they were dead because all the shit that they are gonna be seeing and that they're gonna be going through, right? Yeah. People are gonna be wishing that they were dead and shit, trying to jump off buildings, trying to shoot themselves in the head, trying to jump in front of trains or something. I don't even know, bro. But they're gonna be desiring to die and they're gonna try to kill themselves, but the Most High isn't gonna allow that shit, right? Because if it's not ordained by the Most High, hey, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can attempt to jump off a building and kill yourself. You can jump off this big ass building, and then next thing you know, you get here all broken up and shit and all crooked, but you were alive and shit. And you feeling every bit of that pain. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucking cannibal, because cannibalism is gonna be a thing.